Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to start with the makeup. And the first thing that you want to make sure you have is some kind of container that holds it all, because there's a lot of little things that you can lose. The little fun name is a caboodle. You can get a fishing tackle box. You could just have, any kind of container, even a Ziploc bag, just as long as you have it all contained together. It could also be good that you put your name on stuff. I don't have my name on her stuff, but we usually do her makeup at home, and then she does touch-ups at the theater, and that's what Dana recommends, that you do your makeup at home, and then you can do like maybe lipstick touch-up or a little blush touch-up at the theater. So I'm going to take out a little inventory tour of what you should have for your makeup. Before I do that, the last thing that we need to do before is talk about you need a supply of bobby pins, for their headpiece. Now, depending on the color of their hair, you should have bobby pins that match. Or the other exception to that rule would be if you have a specific headpiece that's like a white snowflake thing, then you would need white bobby pins to match whatever the headpiece is. But if it's just a standard, like, a little ring of flowers or ribbons, you want it to match their hair. And you need lots of them, because they usually take them out and they don't get them all back after each performance, and you need to make sure you have your own supply, because in the middle of the show when they're trying to get that headpiece on, if you don't have it, you're scrambling around. So make sure you have a good little supply of that. Okay, so now the makeup tour. The first thing is some kind of a foundation. You can use a liquid, and it should be matching the color of their chest, which is usually, you want to balance that with their face. So her skin is pretty fair, so she has a very fair one. There's also this, which is also nice. It's a paste that goes on as well, and you would use a sponge. I like to do a little bit of both myself, because it's kind of hard to spread that liquid out real even. But this is also good as a combination of the two. So these are made by L'Oreal, but any kind that you prefer, but it should have something that matches their chest right up here at the base. They should also have a blush. Miss Dana wants a more of a dark rose or even a light burgundy color. Again, this is CoverGirl, but you can get any brand that you want. It should not be a light pink, and it shouldn't be a dark burgundy. Now, however, if you have a darker skin tone, you could go with a darker color. You want to kind of balance out the color of your skin tone and the color of your blush. And stay away from the corals and the rusty colors, because they kind of will clash with everything else going on here with the reds. So it should stay in the red family and not the orangey family. Okay, and the other thing along those lines is I like to have a translucent powder to kind of set everything when you're done. And usually translucent powder is just that. It has no color. It's just a very fair thing that you kind of do at the end to set the makeup so it doesn't smear or run. It stays longer. Also, if they start to sweat a little bit, you can just put more on, and it kind of keeps it all. And I don't recommend ones with a lot of shimmer, because then their face is shiny on stage, and you don't want them to be shiny on stage. You actually want it to be more neutral, more matte. Okay, then we also have eyeshadows. This is just a standard basic blend of shadows that Miss Dana likes to use. Neutral, you have your white, you have sort of a taupe, and then you have a beige, and these three colors will blend to make just like a nice lit up eye. She does not want you to use colors like purple or blue unless it's a specific thing for a specific character. And you also should have an eyeliner. Again, a dark gray or a black is the best. I like this one because it rolls on very smooth. It's not sharp or it's going to stab them in the eyes and hurt underneath their lid where it's very delicate. And it's nice because you don't have to worry about a sharpener. It just sharpens itself, and it's nice to go. It's made by Maybelline. This is called Unstoppable. And this particular color is pewter, which is like a dark gray. You could also, I'm sure they even have a black. We also found that this is a nice liquid eyeliner, but it's not exactly liquid. It's called Line Exact by CoverGirl, and this one I think is getting drier, but it rolls on feathery. This one is starting to dry out, but it's also soft and feathery. But today we'll show you how to balance the two. And then they need mascara, and if you can get waterproof is great, but it's not necessary. We just chose this one, Lash Intense. This is by Wet n Wild, but I know Maybelline makes a really awesome one that's big and fluffy. And you do want to change your mascara of any of the products. Mascara gets clumpier as it gets exposed to the air. And this one's nice because it's got different types of bristles. It's got like little ones, and then it's got bigger, 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 so you can get the little tiny lashes underneath your eye, all the way up to the really big ones. Okay, and then false eyelashes are for the juniors and the junior advanced and the advanced girls that they need to wear. So usually the girls who are assigned a side part, they need to have performance earrings, which you can buy at Attitudes, or you can buy online through Discount Dance Supply. It's just a big rhinestone. Even if you find something similar to that, like Claire's, it should just be a big flat rhinestone. That's a stud earring. And you need eyelashes, which these are just a neutral pair of false eyelashes. Again, at any supply store. And depending on your daughter's eyes and the shape of the eyes, these are just a big broad pair. They usually come with adhesive. You want to make sure that they have adhesive. I don't recommend the ones that are just the sticky. If you get those, you're still going to need to secure it with adhesive. And there's different kinds of adhesive. This particular adhesive is, it's maybe you need to see it. Go get a bobby pin and get that going while we talk about the other. Okay, the last thing is the lipstick. And we recommend British Red, which is made by L'Oreal. And it's number 350. It can be found at those stores. And you should have a lip liner, which gives a nice base for your lipstick. It gives a nice precise look. I chose this one. It's made by Maybelline, and it's just called Red, and it's just good. They go really well together. And lip liner should be really sharp because you just really want that precise frame around your lip. And then I also like a little lip brush, because that's what helps you get the, especially when you got these little girls with their beautiful little delicate mouths and a big old tube of lipstick. It's kind of hard, so it's better to actually paint it on instead of actually trying to put this big thing on their little tiny lips. So we'll show you how to do that in a little bit. Okay. And it's always good to have a sharpener to do, like I said, if you have a regular stick of eyeliner or lip liner. Okay, so we're going to begin in a minute and show you how to start and work it up.